The blind date was empty until little twin girls walked in and said, "My daddy's sorry he's late." Story. Emma glanced at her watch for the fifth time. 7:45 p.m. The waiter gave her a sympathetic smile as he refilled her water glass. She forced a polite grin, pretending she didn't feel ridiculous sitting alone at a restaurant table set for two. Her best friend, Lauren, had insisted this blind date would be different. "He's a single dad," she said. "Kind, genuine, grounded. Exactly your type." So, Emma had put on her favorite blue dress, done her hair, and miraculously allowed herself a spark of hope. But now, after 45 awkward minutes and no sign of her mystery man, that spark was dying. She sighed and reached for her purse. "Maybe next time," she whispered to herself. That's when she heard tiny footsteps. Two little girls no more than 5 marched up to her table. They were identical, with matching pink dresses and pigtails tied with ribbons. One held a crumpled napkin like it was treasure. "Excuse me," the braver one said, her voice careful and polite. "Are you Miss Emma?" Emma blinked, stunned. Yes." The other twin smiled nervously and held out the napkin. "Our daddy's sorry he's late." Before Emma could respond, a tall man appeared behind them, slightly out of breath, hair tousled, shirt wrinkled but eyes kind. He looked like he'd run a marathon through parenthood and traffic at the same time. "I am so sorry," he said quickly, kneeling to catch his breath. "The babysitter cancelled, then my car, well, it didn't not explode, but it tried. I didn't want to stand you up, so." He gestured toward the girls, who were now coloring on their kids' menus. "I brought my backup team." Emma's irritation dissolved into laughter. "You brought your daughters to a blind date?" He shrugged sheepishly. "Best chaperones money can't buy." They ended up staying. Dinner turned into stories about single parenting, about the chaos of twin life, about Emma's job teaching art to special needs kids. The girls listened wide-eyed, interrupting only to show her their masterpieces of crayon rainbows and stick figure families. At one point, when Emma asked how long he'd been a single dad, the man's voice softened. 3 years, he said quietly. "Their mom passed. I promised I'd still show them what love looks like, even if it's messy." Emma's throat tightened. The girls were giggling, unaware of the gravity in their father's tone. She reached across the table, touched his hand gently. "I think you're already doing that," she said. For the first time all evening, his shoulders relaxed. As dessert arrived, shared chocolate lava cake, the girls dozed off in their booth seats, heads leaning together like mirror images. "I didn't expect this," Emma said softly. "Neither did I," he admitted. "I thought I was coming for coffee with a stranger. But you." He glanced at his daughters, then back at her. "You fit right in." She smiled. "You know, if you'd just shown up on time, I might miss this." He laughed quietly. "Then I'm glad I was late." A few months later, that same restaurant reserved the very same corner table. Only this time, 2 small girls ran ahead of the hostess, carrying flowers. "Miss Emma!" they cried, rushing into her arms. "Daddy's not late today." Behind them, their father walked in, same kind eyes, but this time holding something small and sparkling in his hand. He smiled nervously. "You once told me love's messy. You still believe that?" Emma nodded, tears glistening. "Good," he said, kneeling. "Because I want to build our mess together." The girls squealed as Emma said yes, and the whole restaurant applauded. Moral: sometimes the best love stories don't begin perfectly, they begin honestly. Life shows up late, messy, and unexpected, but when it's real, it's worth the wait.